719 with a look at traffic. A crash. Salmon Falls Road at Gallagher Road. Also an accident. Grant Line at Eagles Nest Road. And a crash northbound 5 at Richards Boulevard. Traffic brought to you by ZeroResSacramento.com. And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Wait a minute. It's Dan in Sonoma.
Yeah, they're not waiting for this. They're waiting for a free giveaway or something. So that would be the moment people would be waiting for.
They're
so.
going to be waiting a long time for that free
giveaway. Let them wait. Let them wait. So, hey, I've wanted to follow up on what was going on in Syria. That's really interesting to me, and for a number of reasons. One is that something like this happened at the turn of the last century, and that started World War I. And this is a very dangerous situation. Most people are not aware of it. Now, a couple questions that I've looked up. What happened to Assad himself? Apparently, according to Reuters, he's in Russia. So Putin is protecting him and apparently took him out very, very carefully and very, very securely. And the question has to be asked, why? I mean, does Putin have future plans for Assad at some point? I'm not certain what the genesis of that is. The media is kind of making this sound like this is yet another Arab Spring. Oh boy, the dictator's gone, and now it's just going to be peace in the land, and nothing could be further from the truth. Now, I'd mentioned Monday when I first talked about it that Obama and Hillary Clinton wanted to oust Assad when they were in power. They weren't able to because, again, Putin's protection of Assad with the force of the Russian military. And Syria it had its own very sizable and formidable military. And the question should be asked, what has happened to that military? They've all dispersed. Have they all been defeated? Again, the media is not doing anything to answer any of these questions, so you have to sort of dig on your own. But this is not over by any stretch. Now, if you remember, Syria was one of those states that Obama and Clinton wanted to get rid of, like they did with Egypt and by ousting or not supporting Hosni Mubarak, and then Libya with Muammar Gaddafi. Those nations became very unstable. They didn't touch Iran because that nation already was doing Obama's bidding. And you remember those rebels that tried to overthrow the mullahs in Iran, and they were begging for help from the United States and Obama, and he turned a blind eye and let those people die rather horribly. Because again, if you stand up to people like that, that's your end result. I can't help but think Obama still has a hand in this whole thing because he wanted to destabilize all of the Middle East. Why? Because he wanted to bring this, intifada or this holy war. And so you have to get rid of any stabilizing force that's there, and Assad was one of the last obstacles. So now that he's gone, I'm still curious as to what's going to happen.
Nothing good. It's pretty scary.
It is scary.
Trump's going to have his hands full.
Well, even Trump, he could only do so much, and thank God for Israel. I mean, they acted quickly and swiftly to get rid of chemical weapons and whatever else that they could find, because they didn't hesitate when they heard that Assad had been ousted on Sunday night. They launched aircraft hours afterwards, and so thank God that they're there. But Syria is not a small country. It's going to be broken up into several factions, I guess. Again, this is not something that people should ignore, because again, President Trump has got a ton of things on his hands. It's a huge mess that he's left by Joe Biden. What's going to happen moving forward, I don't know. Hey, by the way, speaking of the Middle East, I guess Blinken is finally going to make a statement about they pull out in Afghanistan. I want to hear the lies, and I hope that the Republicans rip into this man. This man is a traitor, and what a horrific administration.
Yeah, I know what he's going to say.
What's that?
What difference at this point does it make?
Oh, he's going to have Hillary Clinton sub in for him then.
Exactly. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I hope they slap him. That's what I'm hoping for.
I would buy a ticket. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, bud.
You're a fine American.